So, with Dany in prison and Aegon in Driftmark, I can't invite him to our court because it's a matrilineal marriage, but I can plot to rescue her from prison. Although, look at the plot power. Not very good. It does make things rather interesting, though, if we were to attempt to do that. What's up, Bear Pack? Welcome back to another episode here as Robb, the young wolf of House Stark. Now, we have accomplished quite a few of our goals to begin with. First of all, we are independent. Second of all of the Stark children are doing all right here. Everybody's good. Everybody's alive. That fake Arya is missing or whatever, but we have the real Arya right here. She's actually currently married to Lord Paramount Harold of the Vale. And we have Sansa Stark, and we also have Brandon, Lord Paramount Brandon of the Trident. Currently, Lord Rickon is still in our court, growing up, doing his thing. It's very, very cool to see all of this stuff happening. I mean, we've done a pretty good job, other than the one bump in the road with Dishonorable, which should disappear after a little while. Anyways, so we need to figure out what we need to do and how to proceed next. As I've mentioned before, we are trying as hard as we can to end up incorporating the Vale into our borders, just to kind of like give us really nice borders. That would be perfect. It would kind of be a natural divide right here. And then also there's been talk in the comment section about incorporating the Iron Isles, which I mean, I think that's a good idea. The only problem is finding valid Cassius Bailey to invade them, because they're currently their own independent kingdom. So we currently do have a truce with them for the next, what is that, 6 years? Yeah, a little over 6 years. And, you know, if we were to progress with a war there, it would take a while to make that happen. However, because we have the truce, we have a little bit of time in order to make claims and all that kind of stuff. So what I will do, and what I will start out this episode with, is we will send our Master of Laws to fabricate claims right here in Pike. And hopefully that's not an act of aggression where I would be violating the truce if he's found out. I think it'll just kind of be our own little slice of intrigue going on right there. We currently, our intrigue is terrible, and I say that like jokingly. It's awful. It really is awful. But we have potential. I think we are betrothed to Lady Mormont. We're able to marry her starting in about 6 months. We'll be able to marry her. Hopefully she'll produce some good children for us. We also have our bastard son right here, who is 3 years old currently. He is not in our court, though. He is currently in the court of Lord Martin of the Gold Road with Jane Westerling, who's married to Sir Ilyn Payne. Gross. Ugh, what a fate for Jane. Yucky. She currently has a daughter, Rhaella Payne. Wow, that sucks for Jane. It really does. Not really the fate that I wanted for her, but, you know, ultimately, we made the decisions that we had to. It may not have been the most honorable thing, but it was the most shrewd thing that we could have done in order to win the war that we did and progress as far as we did. Now, in the immediate, we need to figure out how to claim the Dreadfort, because currently the Dreadfort it's not really independent. If we look at direct vassals, it's its own high lordship, but I believe it's still under the Iron Throne. They're currently fighting a war for independence. I can offer to join their war and then offer vassalization. I think that might be the fastest way to incorporate the Dreadfort again. It is Ramsay, who is currently the Lord of the Dreadfort, which is not ideal. but he's married to Wyla Umber, so maybe they'll have kids that won't be sadistic, crazy people. Perhaps. You never know. And Ramsay does have good stats. He just has terrible traits and is just a all-around awful human being. So let's see if we can offer to join his war. He'll accept. And what we can do is we can then kind of send all of our men right here to this kind of choke point here at the neck and see what Stannis does. I don't think Stannis is going to try to land any troops via his navy or anything like that. But once they accept, we'll be able to see what they need war score-wise to be able to produce a good outcome. So, King Stannis, war for the Dread Fort. Okay, so currently the ticking war score is what is doing all of the work for them. What we will do first and foremost then is raise up. It's 19,000 troops from the Trident. Currently, King's Landing. Stannis is currently in hiding. Let's raise those guys up. Brennan Tully can lead the middle. I'll lead one of the flanks. Clay Kerwin can be on one side. We will march to King's Landing, and we will see if we can siege down that whole thing. I don't know if we can, but that's going to be kind of my initial move. I don't see any of Stannis' men or ships or anything like that. I think he's just trying to kind of wait this thing out. And if we can win a siege quickly or win a major battle quickly, then we should be in good shape to kind of press forward from there. And hopefully that gives us enough war score to progress even further in this. I also want to... Oh, yes. So there was this idea that Lord Paramount Brandon would be better suited if he was Faith of the Seven / Riverlander culture. It would be a little bit better for him to be able to raise up more troops and be a better leader in the Riverlands if he had those traits, and also the religion. And the only way that I can really think to do that is to, where is it? Arrange Guardian of Lord Paramount Brandon, and we do that to, Catelyn Tully. We do that to his mother, yep. And then we'll progress a little bit, and then I think we can offer to take a heritage focus. Okay, so that's good. He's currently up there. Okay, one of the following must be true. Oh, his age is less than 10, so he has to be under 10 in order to do that effectively. Okay, so we can't do that outright, but he still has, wow. Well, that sucks. We're just a little bit too late there. But he still does have potential, being educated by Catelyn, to become Faith of the Seven or Riverlander culture. It's just not going to happen through the means of changing his focus. So let's see if we can make that happen. He has a couple years before he finishes his education anyways, and we'll be able to hopefully win this war by then. Another 71 days to set up siege weapons. Do we have any siege leaders that would be useful? Galbert Glover is still there. I don't know if that would do anything. We put Galbert there and Brennan Tully on the flank. How does that change everything? That actually doubles the amount of morale they lose per day, or per little chunk of days. So that's actually very good. Lord Torrin Little enjoys command in your armies when someone of higher status would clearly be more appropriate. This is Commander Hostin of House Trent. I think they've switched a couple of times, Torrin Little. A commander or a vassal, I'm going to choose the vassal, simply because we don't have need of that many commanders. It's more of an honorary title at this point. Okay, so we're here sieging down the Red Keep. Stannis has a 10,000 strong army right there. I don't know what other war he's fighting. Okay, so he's fighting for Straits of Tarth independence. He's being invaded. Red Watch is being invaded by Salador's son. Galemont has also declared independence in the Dreadfort. So if Stannis is currently like going bonkers trying to figure out how to proceed, and we're sieging down King's Landing, he won't pay any attention to us. So that'll be good. That'll be good. Let's check on the Dreadfort really quick. Make sure he doesn't have any men landed. He does not. So we will go back down to the Siege of the Red Keep. He doesn't stand a chance, does he? Uh-oh, we have some, a pirate lord, Dario, of Torture's Deep has arrived in Maidenpool to siege down. I don't have enough men, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, so it looks like Mage Mormont used a favor that I owed her to force them to, or allow the marriage to go through. That would have already gone through anyway. So there we go. She has accepted the suggestion that Lyanna and King Robb should get married. So that's a good way to use a favor, because I don't think anything is going to go wrong with that. I would have accepted that anyways, even if she hadn't called in the favor. So yes, it's everyone's concern. Let's see if we can get a little bit of money. They offer the customary dowry of 25 gold. That's perfectly fine by me. Almost done with the siege right here, and everything should be fine. Your Grace, my scheming in Winterfell has borne fruit. I've discovered a plot where Lord Tristan Rhaegar seeks to fabricate a claim on the Kingdom of the Trident. Wow. Wow. Very interesting. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we have an impending battle. Army of Commander Richard. So currently they outnumber us by just a little bit of men. I wish I could see their 9,500 heavy infantry. Yeah, so we have more archers than they do. But they have more light cavalry than we do. We have more light infantry than they do. So this could be bad. Let's see if we can maybe shore up our commanders. We just have guys that are flankers. Okay, so in the middle we'll put Brendan Tully. We'll put Clay Serwin on the side, along with me on the other side. So hopefully that is enough. It's Army of Commander Richard. I don't know who the other commanders are. We'll have to keep a good idea, or a good eye on that. So they have 7% morale. We may win the siege before they arrive. We may. No, or they're losing 3% every 12 days. So no, there's no way we'll win there's no way we'll finish the siege. We have to win the battle. And currently we're outnumbered, but we have good commanders, so hopefully that takes a little bit of... We just lost about 1,000 men right there. Okay. So day one, we've done really well. Classic shield wall, impressive feint, legendary feint by me on this side. So we've done well. Let's see if we can advance a little bit. Okay, so another day in, and we're still winning outright. We're doing really well. They're taking heavy losses. Oh yeah, look, the tides in this battle are definitely in our favor. And it's the impressive ability of our commanders that are doing it. They botched their feint on this flank right here, and we are performing an impressive shield wall. impressive feint, and impressive volley. So we've done really well with our tactics in this particular segment of the battle. They botched a volley over here. Okay, so we're about to break their center and their left flank. Oh, look, we're about to break all of their flanks. That's amazing. Yeah, look, we won. We won outright. That's amazing. Okay, so that's perfect. We won that battle. Look, it's 100% war score. All we needed to do was win that battle. So let's get the heck out of here. We don't even need to finish the siege. Although, I mean, there may be more glory if we finish the siege. So let's try. Let's try to finish the siege before Ramsay declares or offers peace. See if we can do it. Ooh, Blackwood Vale has been converted to the old god's faith. Wow. I think the Blackwoods have always been old god's faith, but the fact that the majority of their county also believes is impressive. Okay, come on, let's see that siege finished. Oh, look, we were so close. We were so close. Oh well, that's okay. Let's put Brendan back in the center here. Let's march home. Sir Manfred Martell demanded a trial by combat and was defeated by Oberyn Martell. Oberyn the Red Viper, who is just amazing. Is there any chance he would come to our court? No, of course not. Will Illyria Sand? Interesting. Oh, look, Lyanna's already pregnant. But I think we've been at war the whole time. Hopefully that's not a mysterious conception. I don't think she would, like, already be cheating on us. She's only 14 after all. Okay, so the Dreadfort Independence. Wow, already. So they just got independence and already Overton, so 2 of their counties are fighting them. So they have to be at peace before we can offer them vassalization. But once they finish all this stuff, we'll do that. Lyanna, currently pregnant. That had to have been from like the wedding or whatever. Because there's always a boosted chance for pregnancy at the beginning of the marriage. We have an open bodyguard position. This guy's a strong knight. Let's do that. Captain of the household guard. Huh. Let's make it Daemon Darkholm. Let's make it our sister's husband. See if we can't have something good come from that. Wyman Manderley was finally released from prison, so we'll make him our master of horse, which is ironic because he's too fat to sit on one. I do have an open commander position as well. We will make it Howland of House Reed, who is just a veritable, amazing character. House Butterwell is currently in war, as is this Faith of the Seven uprising. Huh. Currently, Faith of the Seven uprising against the Blackwoods. Interesting. Let's send that command to end that war. Even though I'm sure they believe that their cause is just. And let us proceed from here. Okay, so I don't know that I've ever had this opportunity to do this before, and I don't know if this has to do with realm authority. I'm sure it does, but I was able to send commands to end wars to, like, religious revolts, which I've never really done before. So this guy rejected that. He'll be branded a traitor. And this other guy, like, stood down. So there's that. And now I think I have righteous, I think I have the ability. I don't know why I can't. I can plot to kidnap him. Let's do that. It's like over 1,000%. So let's just do that. I can't directly join his war, but we can cripple them, definitely. Oh, look, it's already over. Bran won that war. There's no point in me even being involved in that. So Bran did a good job, I suppose. And it shouldn't cause any issues, I don't think. Good for him, good for him. Let's see. Ramsay's still dealing with the revolt against his rule. It is currently not going well for him. I guess his daughter would take over at that point, or his sister. Oh, look, she's quick. I wonder if we can betroth her to our... Oh, our bastard son is not in our court. We can betroth her to Rickon Stark. Although they'll reject that marriage as soon as, if she is the ruler, they'll reject that marriage as soon as it tries to go through. Let's just keep an eye on it. Hopefully they don't, like, jump on whatever marriage they see first. Oh, look. We get Adept of Strategy. That's fantastic. From that war focus, man. I would say we could try to join the war and, like, you know, help him, but, I mean, really, I don't think there's any... I don't think there's any problem with them trying to overthrow him. Because honestly, like, he's Ramsay. Like, I can see why they want to overthrow him. Wow. Your Grace, I write to you with bad news from Winterfell. My efforts to squeeze some extra taxes out of the population have been met with resistance, and the peasants are arming themselves. I fear we might have a revolt on our hands soon. Wow. Varys has been a leal and able servant, having successfully completed many tasks in aid of the North. It would be seen as the right and honorable course to reward him with certain incomes and grants so as to foster greater loyalty. So we'll pay him the 21 gold that's there. Indeed we shall. Oh, you know what? We need to check on... we got robbed. We got robbed. Look, Mira is married to Wendell Manderly. Good for her. And they have Darlessa. Jojen is married to Wyla Manderly. Very good. Look at Jojen, already having 2 kids. Good for him. Good for him. I saw that they formed that alliance, and I wanted to check and see which marriage they did, but apparently they did 2. That was more than enough for them, apparently. Oh, look, we have an heir. We have an heir that we are going to name Eddard. I think that just makes sense. Oh, and he's strong. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I just did like this like Hulk Hogan thing, and I'm a little embarrassed, but it's okay. I'll get over it. I'll get over it. So we're going to give him the struggle focus to make him a great commander because he's strong. Oh, yeah, things are looking up. Prince Eddard. We've done well. We've done well with our young lady wife. Let's see if we... no, she'll do well under Mr. Lewin. He has his really good learning, so she'll end up with a really good education trait. Hopefully, her learning's not that high. Hopefully, she ends up with a good education trait. Makes herself useful, but that strong trait already paying off. Already paying off.